listening to Cripple Streets.
Sit your ass back and enjoy the show.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
If you ain't about them Cripple Streets, then you got to go.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
This is my whole life. This is all I know.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
Hit them Cripple Streets and let's make some dough.
Yo, what up, though? Yo, what up, people? This is another episode of the Cripple Streets. Cripple Streets podcast. We're back in the fucking library. We did the kitchen last time.
Yep,
We're not loving the lighting, but it is what it is.
or the echoing, bro. The echo is real bad.
Yeah, but you know what? Fuck it.
This is what the streets is about.
That's right. Too disabled. We don't have a lot of money.
No,
And,
I'm poor.
let's fucking listen to it. It is
I'm
what it
broke,
is.
son.
But, dude, we're getting fucking, I don't know about you, but I'm getting nothing but hit up that last episode.
Yeah, bro.
Shit, people felt that last
It's
one.
fire, son.
People felt that last one.
I spit hot fire.
Talking about all that shit, being crippled. You guys fucking put me in that fucking hamper. And
Yep, I was thinking a lot about it. I was like, yo, I want to put that motherfucker in the hamper right now.
dude, this is fucked up. You ready? And this is how I know. Like, we need to qualify this. But Eric's no longer a little bitch because
Nah, you
I'm
said.
gonna tell you a funny ass story. This has nothing to do with, like, we have a lined up, like, shit that we're gonna talk about today, but this is way off topic. But, so I'm driving down one of the aisles at our job 2 days ago,
Yeah,
and somebody that is gonna see this anyway
right.
is like, yo, man, what up? And I was like, yo, watch out, man, you're in my way. And I was like, I'm gonna put you in the hamper.
Yeah.
I was like,
It's like, shit.
I was like, fuck you, man, that was 28 years ago. I mean, can we move on? Now I gotta relive all this shit. He doesn't realize, like, I'm ready to fucking kill him.
Yeah.
But, no.
That's hilarious.
Right? He's like, yo, Eric, move. And I was like, I am moving. And it's like, I'll put you in the hamper. Which told me two things.
Disrespectful.
Number one, he watches the podcast, which is dope. So I immediately laughed.
Of course.
I'm not a baby about it, but I was like, yo, man, we didn't do that. This is not how to be the new thing where Eric acts up and sounds like, I'm gonna put this motherfucker in the hamper. You can't put me in the hamper no more. I'm a 31-year-old man.
I mean, he could.
He probably could put me in the
He
hamper.
could definitely put me in the hamper.
But let's shut the fuck up. Make me feel weird about it. I was in a place of business. I don't even put no hamper. And then it's fucked up because the whole ride home, I'm like, oh my god, I'm having flashbacks of when I was 3 and shit.
Yep.
I can't be completely honest with you.
Of course you can, bro.
Since that episode was recorded,
Mm-hmm.
I can't stop thinking how much of a fucking pussy I was when we were like 5.
Well, I don't want people to be confused. You screamed.
Oh yeah.
You said, no, don't do this. So you did the best you could do.
It was 2 versus 1, and one of them was everybody.
I was all instructions.
So he's master blaster type shit.
I had nothing to do with it physically. I did tell him to put you in the hamper, but he did it.
Another fucking thing that I realized, my eye is so much more fucked up than I thought it was.
Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
I knew my eye was like really fucked up. Like, I feel like everyone can appreciate this. You ever have in your head how you think you look to other people,
Yes.
and then you see that you don't look that way? Like, you're like, yo, I'm exactly. Like, yo, I'm not that bad. You know, that's not that bad.
but
But then no, I'm not done. And then you see the video and you're like, oh, that's what they're talking about. I am that bad.
yes.
So now I'm trying something different. I don't love this angle either,
No.
but I feel like it might stop the diangle looking up.
It won't. Don't worry. I can't wait for it to happen.
It's probably happening now. You realize it.
No, I don't think so.
But,
Not yet.
So yeah, man, how was your week, bro? Aside from
Yo, my week was good. Today was the last day of my training.
oh shit,
I'm a real deal Holyfield collector now.
not non-disclosure sign. You can't say shit now.
Nope,
Not allowed to say
I
nothing.
don't even know what you're talking about.
Exactly. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, bro.
That's what's up.
It's Friday, so we just got home and I'm tired of shit.
Yeah, we weren't gonna do it within the podcast, but then
I said, no, son.
we checked Troy's schedule.
Time to go.
We checked Troy's schedule, and he's all booked up with
I'm all
fiance
booked up
shit.
tomorrow.
Yeah, and Sunday, so gotta do it today. But we like doing this shit, so
Yeah,
it is
man.
what it is. But
Make people happy and shit.
let me tell you something, man. After talking about all this fucking kid stories
Mm-hmm.
that we did. You know, talking about you put it in the hamper, Dad kicking the ball at you. I mean, Sean kicking the ball at your chest.
On my fucking chest.
You might still be bleeding. We're not 100% sure on the inside.
Absolutely. I'm bleeding inside my heart.
Yeah, it got me thinking. Like, number one, the greatest shit. And it was definitely the sentiment of last episode.
Right.
The greatest shit Mom and Dad and Sean and really our family ever did was, I hate using this word because it's used all the time now, but they included us in shit. It was very inclusionary.
Yes.
And I feel like people are like, you have to include, which is true. You do. But
We don't have to. I mean,
you don't have to, you should, in my opinion.
Most times.
To the most point. Now, I will tell you one thing though. I had flashbacks of when we used to go to school. This is later on years after being fucking getting our asses beat by Sean and, you know, life. Going to Henry Viscardi school.
Just say life.
Yeah.
It sounds real depressing.
Why? It is what it is.
I got my ass beat by Sean.
Life.
Fucking life, man.
Let me ask you a question. Right now. Did I not get 2 rods shoved up my ass to make sure my spine stayed straight?
Yeah, but I feel like it wasn't really that bad.
Yeah, I was 7. And this is not a rule
Yeah,
of me.
so you don't really remember it, so stop complaining.
Shut the fuck up. You don't remember it. Dude, I remember it vividly. I'll never forget. See? And again, story goes elsewhere, but now you're bringing it back to me with the surgery. I had this weird thing where I didn't, unlike Tori, I didn't like pain medicine being shoved up my asshole. So I was 7 years old, and I just had my back cut from the top of my neck all the way down to my tailbone. And they put 2 rods on either side of my spine. So even though I sit forward like a fucking
Bitch.
jackknife,
Oh, my fault.
you fat cunt. My bad. I got mad. like a jackknife. What do you call it? My spine is straight, which allows me to breathe and shit. So I'd say like 12 hours later, I'm on the ventilator, and this lady's like, "Are you in pain? Blink." And so I'm blinking, trying to change the channel, and she's like, "All right, you're obviously in pain. Do you want pain meds?" So I really started blinking because it would fucking hurt.
Right.
She rolled me over, put on the most gratuitous amount of Vaseline on her face, like, well, in my head, because I couldn't talk, like, I wonder what. I was 7. I'm like, I wonder what she's doing with that. She puts a big ass horse pill on her finger and 2 fingers in my butthole, and I'm like, oh fuck. Even at 7 years old, I knew I don't even want this to happen again. This is not for me. But stuff is not for me, even at 7. So I was like, So fast forward 24 hours later, they take the tube out of my throat so I can talk. And they're like, "Hey Eric, do you want Vicodin?" And I'm like, "No, thank you." And they're like, "Eric, you had to make your surgery. 99.9% of people have need pain medicine. After this, the other 0.1% die." So like, you should probably take it.
Right.
And I was like, "Nah, I'm cool." And they're like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, no, this is fine. I don't want your fingers down on my ass again." I went 2 weeks with 0 pain medicine, Tylenol, and biting down and bearing it at 7 years old. Fuck that. So yes,
I have a question.
talk to me.
Because I'm going to be 100% honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the only reason you told that story
Mm-hmm.
was to try and low-key flex. And I'm not.
What are you talking?
You're like, life sucked when we were kids. Tama, I was so strong. I did
You mean
not.
like a humble brag? Like a
humble brag.
I may.
This story had nothing to do with why your childhood was bad.
Well, it wasn't bad. You said.
Hold on now. Why your childhood was bad. All you wanted to do was say, I was 7 and I didn't have any pain medication.
That's what
that story was about, wasn't it?
That's 100% what it was about. I'm awesome. You're not. You did.
Humble brag.
So-
But not me. I had back surgery. I was 13 years old. You know what I did? I did what everyone was supposed to do. Excuse me. Can I please have my vitamin, please?
Yeah, but
So we just gave you a Vicodin. I did not ask for a timeline
I want
of the
more.
last time I had my Vicodin. I asked for it now.
But let's be fair. That's kind of perpetuated even now at the age of 31. And I love Kayla. But she treats you exactly the way that you would love to be treated. It's like, is my baby sick? You know what the perfect explanation? For any of our fans who used to watch Martin.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember that episode when he had like the lightest fever?
Yes.
And no!
Yeah,
So
bro.
that's you, bro. You are the worst. The absolute worst.
Oh,
sick
if
person.
you're trying to say I'm human, and
Yeah.
are you trying to say I react normally to sickness
Yeah.
and to pain, then yes,
100%.
that is me.
Yeah, you're a baby. But, so yeah, besides that, it had me thinking, after those years, we used to go to Henry Viscardi. Now, they were mainly, they said they were inclusionary. They were because it was only disabled
It was
people.
all disabled, it's not inclusionary.
They included everyone because
With the
everybody-
disabilities.
because everybody was disabled. But it was funny because we were part of a wheelchair basketball team. But that's not like the ones that you see on the Paralympics.
Nah,
We weren't dope like that.
no.
We're not made for that game.
No, we were undefeated for 12 years,
Yeah,
but the
but against-
competition was,
Highly, lack of a better word, they were violently disabled.
yeah, most were bad. Like, I'm severely disabled, and they were more disabled than I was.
Right. So we had
Nothing bad against them, it's just not a hard takedown.
And but let's be real, it was we all had fun. I'm trying to look at it.
It's always fun to win. And we never lost. Who said this? Of course we had fun.
Yeah, 100% right.
We always won. What are we talking
But
about?
then someone,
11th grade came
I
around.
don't know how they did it. So they're like, all right, so practice comes, and we all sit down in a circle, and our head coach was also in a wheelchair because he had spinal bifida or some shit.
Yeah, something crazy.
Some shit went down, and spinal fluid, something happened. So he's in a wheelchair. He rolls up, and he's like, all right, guys.
What do you do?
He rolls up in his
Right.
wheelchair,
Right.
and I'm like, all right, guys.
As you can see, Eric does not
I
use
don't
a
use my
wheelchair
wheelchair.
because
This
wheels,
is why.
wheels are not up here.
This is they're like, Eric, roll your wheelchair. I got it, yeah. So he's like, all right, guys. There's a new player on the St. Charles Shooting Stars. I was like, well, that's an unfortunate name. That's a gay show, right? But keep going. Like, all right, so we hear he's really good. I was like,
I get to the fucking
I'm
me.
fucking wheelchair. I've seen the last 12 years of pretty good, and their hands look like this when they do rotations. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's horrendous. And I'm like, I'm never gonna do that again with her.
You shouldn't.
I'm never doing
Well,
it.
listen, there's things we were
It's
meant
just
to
me
do.
opening and closing my hands.
There are things we were meant to do and things we were not meant to do. We were meant to do this podcast. We were not meant to walk.
Right.
We were meant to live on our own.
Right.
You are not
Nah.
meant to do quotations.
So I don't know if you guys remember 2 episodes ago, quick synopsis. We did a list of things that handicapped people can do really well. That goes on the list of 9.
Right, but proceed.
Proceed. He's like, we got this. St. Charles has this player that is phenomenal. And we're like, we could beat that bitch. He ain't shit.
Yeah, fuck him.
And you know, Corey, he was like, and Corey was worse then than he is now. Corey's really not competitive at, I feel like if we put him in the right situation,
Right.
he might become competitive, but it's gone. It's essentially gone.
It's-
He's competitive with himself with like sports betting and I don't know, fucking how much fucking cookies he can eat in a sitting. But
Yo, you have no fucking idea.
but he's not really competitive. But back then, Corey was like, yo, I'll fuck him up.
Yeah, bro.
If he's not disabled,
Let him play.
So, and they're like, yeah, let him play. Let the handicapped guy play. Well, let me tell you something. 2 months.
This is a mistake. That is one talented disabled person.
2 months we're practicing, and Curry's like, and Curry just getting like position and pretending to play defense. We're really, it's
Oh
just,
yeah, like you went.
it's just the power
fucking
change.
shit.
He's like, where you going? Where you going? And I was like, man, this guy's shit. All of a sudden, we pull into the gym at Nassau Community College for the games for the physically challenged, and this guy.
I knew we lost
when he walked in,
Before
holding
the
on to the
game
back of his
started.
front.
Because he carried his wheelchair in the gym.
Over his shoulder.
I said, yo, who's the
Whose
guy?
brother is that?
Yo, who's the guy carrying the wheelchair? Like you said, whose brother is that?
Like, yo, man, whose older brother is that?
I thought it was a coach.
Yeah, exactly. And
I was like, oh, the coach's child is here to help out. That's nice.
I'm like, yo, man, that dude's Tom Diesel. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
He's helping out. And then
He got in the wheelchair.
he gets in the wheelchair. I'm like, that's
I
weird.
was just playing. Like, he's probably
That's
just
weird.
playing.
And it's like, maybe he's coaching people, trying to get on their level, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I know what you guys go through kind of thing.
Right.
And then as the game starts to approach and we're doing warm-ups, which is just,
And the starter.
it's just very chance. Driving in a circle, I'm like, why do we need to warm up? We're wasting our battery.
Joe, warm up. I'm like, what do you mean warm up? Joe, warm up. How am I gonna do that? So like, let me explain. So there were 3 nets. This is gonna be a very quick explanation. There were 3 nets. People that could shoot on regular nets didn't wear a headband. Then there was like 8-foot net. People that did that wore like a yellow headband. Then I wore and Eric wore the red headband. This is people that couldn't shoot. I essentially dropped the ball into a net. So
It was
I'm
like
not,
the height of this table.
right. So I'm not shooting. So warming up, it wasn't even like I'm shooting. So like Eric said, we're just driving around in fucking circles.
It's like, whoa, let's
Like-
break the sweat.
Like what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Like why am I driving in circles?
So then, all right, warm up. And so we're driving in circles talking about how stupid this is. And I'm with him like, no man, that coach hasn't gotten out of that chair yet. You think that's disgusting? Dude, I smell that. I was like, that guy hasn't gotten out of that chair yet. Do you think he's gonna like,
Coach in the wheelchair.
coach in the wheelchair? And he was like, yo, I like that. That's dope. And then all of a sudden, it's time to do jump ball. And our most, he's been on the podcast. We have Joaquin.
Yeah.
Joaquin was our center.
He was like the least
Because he's the least
disabled
disabled.
guy.
Top Diesel up top. But he's got some,
Yeah, but dead inside, and his little legs are like spaghetti.
yeah,
but
he's got disabilities.
yeah, he's got the abilities.
This all of a sudden the coach pulls up at
Pushes
some
to the
authority.
middle, I'm like,
I'm like, oh, something's happening right now.
excuse me,
I don't think he's supposed to.
who's that?
Who authorized the able-bodied to play basketball?
Yeah, why is the professional here? Oh, that's Joey. Who the fuck is Joey, and why is he playing? Oh, that's the disabled kid. Yeah, I know disability. You
I just
broken.
saw him drive a car to Nassau Community College, throw his wheelchair over his shoulder, carry it to the gym.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to be excited about it?
And you know how you really know? This is how you know a dude is not disabled? When they do the kicky foot.
He's a kicky footer.
He's a kicky
If
foot.
you kicky foot, you can't play basketball with us.
I agree.
Because when you're kicky foot, that's when, like, in case nobody knows what the kicky foot is, you usually see them in, like, Atlantic City begging for money and shit. But they're in a manual wheelchair, but they use their foot and their kicky foot
Right.
to move the wheelchair instead of
Exactly.
fucking pushing.
Right. If you can kicky foot,
You can't play.
you can't play. I'm sorry.
No, that should be the new rule for
Yeah.
him to start it. In fact, I might write an email to the superintendent. If you can kicky foot, you cannot play basketball with them.
I agree.
It was the most unfair shit I've
Because,
ever
dude,
seen.
we got fucked. My dude was shooting threes.
He's like, join it, Toby.
He's like, Toby.
Respect Toby, RP.
Respect. Yeah. Dude, he was
Yo, fucking killing it.
killing it. And I was like, yo, we're totally in a list.
So it was. Well, there was a progression because, as I stated in the beginning of the story, Corey. I mean, I was really competitive too. Me and Corey actually used to have a problem, but Corey was like really competitive.
I wanted to murder him.
Like,
Like, not like for pretend.
Right? And like, if Corey had the ability to kill somebody, I think he would have killed him.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, man, I think we can fuck this dude up. Like after like 5 minutes, we took the timeout because we were down by 30.
And the timeout was down at 38.
So Troy gives it, he's like, yo man, this guy really ain't shit. And I'm like, Troy, I don't feel like you have a good grasp on what's happening right now.
I don't feel like we're participating in the
In
same
the same
game.
game, I feel like you're somewhere else. He goes like, no man, he's not that good. What? I was like, yeah, the scoreboard says that he's 38 points and 5 minutes better than we are.
I'm like, yeah, but like, I'm about to fuck this bitch up.
And I didn't know what that meant. I was like, Tori, I'm not 100% sure how you're going to do that. Because I mean, he's just going to get out of, he's just going to get out of his wheelchair. I don't see it being a problem. And oh my God, Joey's like, we could beat them. I'm like, I really don't think so. So this is when I knew shit was over. So guy gets on a fast break, starts pushing mad fast.
I said, I'm not gonna allow this motherfucker to make me look stupid. I felt the urge to tell.
It was bad, and I said, Joey, not today.
So I told him, I chased him with my chair, and like right before he put the ball up, I mean, I whacked his
metal
wheel,
hit metal,
and he did a fucking backflip. This is when I knew it was over. He got up, flipped his chair back up,
and tapped him on the arm and said, get
I
hit.
said, good hit. I said, oh my God, I'm gonna lose. This is it.
This game is over.
I hit someone that was actually disabled. Well, I don't want to like. He
I
probably
think a tree fell on him.
Yeah, he's probably down to some shit too.
Yeah, no,
but,
he had an absolute disability.
Yeah, but if I hit up like
his gait was off. But
right, but if I hit like someone that was really fucked up, that would have ruined their day.
Perfect example. You hit me like that, I'm out for a week.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.
Yeah.
And
But he got up and said, "Yo, good hit." I was like, "Oh my God, we know this." That's when I told him.
So he came back to the sideline. He was like, "All right, this game is over."
I said, "Listen, guys, we're obviously going for second place."
But we can do this. We can.
It is a tournament, so we can play for second place.
Excuse me, coach. We're in second place, then.
Excuse me, coach. We can play for second place, right? And then no, right now you're playing for first. So if you lose, we're in second. I'm like, so we're done playing? If you lose, listen, guys, it was a great season, but it is over for us.
And I'm telling you, man. And then, like, you had like the coaches, like, you guys did a great job. And like, we watched somebody play basketball by themselves, essentially.
The point of the story is like, not everything should be amazing. Like, I'm not lie about it. I felt worse about myself.
It reminded us of how to say it.
I was like, yo,
I
could have stayed home for this.
I could have tried to do literally anything by myself at home.
Which may have been karma, because before him, I was talking
so
mad shit to kids that were like this, they're kind of fucking lift their arms up, and I was like, yo, I just dumped it on your ass.
Yeah, it was a humbling. It was
humbling.
So, I mean, it was definitely worth it, I feel like, because, like, you know, like, you made shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the same could be said for him. Because, I mean, if someone who...
Well,
you had a regular watcher play him.
Yeah,
on home,
but I feel like that's not a good example, because this same dude went and plays for a wheelchair basketball team in Barcelona.
Got paid.
And it was getting paid $100,000.
Had a car.
Which, I didn't even know they had that.
That's like the NBA for disabled basketball.
Yeah.
You can play in Barcelona. And fucking other places.
Yeah.
That aren't in America.
He played for the
Australia.
He played for the USA Olympic team. Not the real one, the disabled one.
Yeah. The D League.
Right.
The D League of American sports.
Exactly.
But that's dope. It's better than I could do.
Yeah, man.
I'm like the Z League.
Yeah. No, I don't. You're not allowed to play.
Yeah, it was like, it's really bad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure you could, like, service water. With the help of a nurse. Or a neighbor. Help your neighbor. So yeah, man, I think, like, inclusion is important. We gotta be careful with that shit.
You do have to be careful.
You gotta make sure that it's not like...
It's the right inclusion.
Yeah, it's not ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you have, like, you have these stools now, and I'm not talking about hand started because, believe it or not, even though we talk shit, it really is a phenomenal...
Yeah, it is a phenomenal
fucking
It is.
But I feel like the only thing that they're lacking is when you leave Henry Ristardi School, you go into a world like college, even if you don't go to college, just work, whatever, and not everybody's disabled. You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
And then some people, not ourselves, because we were lucky enough, like we talked in the past episode, life experiences, but you'll have crippled people who they get on their own, like, not everything is adapted for me.
Yeah, like why is that not adapted? And some gripes are valid.
No, legitimate, but they don't even know how
to go about
making
changing it.
Right, making any changes because, like, it is just supposed to be.
Yo, honestly, bro, and to get a little more serious,
of course,
struggle and what's the word I'm looking for? Because I don't use words.
I know you struggle with it, but you got a good thought.
I got a good thought. I
Struggle
and
fucking
obstacles.
Yep.
Oh my God, that was a hard one.
You got it out though. Good
you
got it.
I'm working.
So you're having a fucking stroke.
I know that. Obstacles.
Obstacles.
I did it, Eric. So yeah, struggles and obstacles. You need that to persevere, and perseverance breeds character.
100%.
And let me tell you something. A lot of people need some fucking character because it makes you tough.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, the little shit doesn't bother you.
Exactly. Like, I mean, don't be wrong. And then you'll have, in my opinion, it's the social justice warrior for crippled people.
Right.
Where don't get me wrong, I am not one of those crazy people. Like, I think every single place, aside from historical landmarks,
Right.
I understand there's,
Right, like you're not gonna try and sue the government because Helen Keller's house
isn't accessible. That's
accessible. Sorry, we're not changing that for you. You just can't go.
Right.
Because if you were born then, they would just kill you.
Right.
Like you would have been
in the basement.
You would have been dumping gas.
Or if they make accommodations where you can go in a wheelchair, but you have to get carried up. Sorry, if you can do it, at least they've done their best. But aside from those situations, I feel like if you want to do something, you should 1,000. The place is obligated to do it. But but there's a way to go about doing this. You'll have people who will go somewhere and immediately start throwing out the words lawsuits and I do think it's a minority, but just every
of course it is. Because I don't want to conflate.
No, I don't think that's the majority. But everything, just like on Twitter with politics, for some reason, the loudest voices seem to be the minority. Oh my God.
That's nasty.
The minority thought process.
Yes.
Meaning, sue. It's you'll see it and you're like, dude, I think you'll get more where you want, where you just approach the owner or the person, you're like, listen, man, I'm trying to get in your business. You have no idea how many disabled people. Which counts as people that obviously that I can get to come here that I can
why would we not count as people?
I don't know, people get weird. I don't know why I said that.
Technically half a person, but still.
Those are midgets, does that?
Oh yeah, my fault.
But you know what I mean though? You could and then we're gonna talk about it. So people are gonna be like, oh, this place is great. This is a shout out. Obviously, we're not that big, but for whoever's listening, Gaio and Pachai
are perfect.
David, the owner, is probably from the day he met us, was, in my opinion,
super accommodating.
One of the most accommodating fucking people
super
I've ever met. And that's the type of relationship you should have with someone if you're trying to.
Absolutely. I mean, and obviously we're friends with him,
of course.
So it helps.
But when we first met him,
I wasn't friends with him when we first met. He's a good dude.
Yeah, and we approached him. We were like, hey man, we need this to get.
I had to take a piss and the bathroom was small. I said, yo, is there any other bathroom? He's like, yeah, there's one upstairs. And he's like, we're not supposed to let people use it. He's like,
and we just stared at him.
And I just looked at him
and he knew
he's like, all right, let's go upstairs. I said, perfect.
But you gave him a chance to go through the thought process.
Yeah.
I'm sure, if not the first, it might be presumptuous of me to say the first.
Right.
But you're probably one of the few people who be like, yo man, I gotta take a piss in your shit. And
exactly.
I don't know. So I'm just saying, I think more people need to do that. Don't be so nasty. And you gave him an opportunity to figure out what was going on without being like, you piece of where's the bathroom? You don't have a handicapped bathroom? I feel like there's some who won't, but I feel like the majority of people will help you come up with ideas on how to make their establishment more accessible.
More disabled friendly.
Yeah, so I mean, I do think inclusion is mad important, but I thought that basketball story was a phenomenal reason on why 99% of inclusion is good, but there are situations where you just can't include, can't be as inclusionary as you want.
Especially because you had kids that were crying because they just got dominated.
Dunked on.
They worked so, and I could have built character, if I'm being honest with you, But I also see why people may be like, that's fucked up, because they worked as hard as they could work
Right.
to be the best of their ability.
They like
And then you got a dude that, like,
didn't have to do much.
he drove himself there and just did work. And I was like,
He
oh,
probably got himself dressed.
yeah, I was like, well, no, he absolutely did.
I
I was like, yo, this is fucked up.
want to be presumptuous, Tori. You know.
I'm not presuming anything.
You
I
saw
saw that motherfucker take his jacket on and off.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid fuck. Down on me, that's why I flipped his ass over. I was trying to make his ass more disabled. I was like,
It
you
didn't
fuck.
work. It
No, it
didn't
didn't
work.
work. He beat us by like
Big.
45 points.
You big big. Oh, like Tori's having a problem with the obstacle and big.
I'm still doing beat. Yo, can I be honest with you, bro?
Please talk to me.
So all this talking about like, I'm sitting here and like, I'm living through something, and I
Right.
feel like it's the right time to talk to our fans about it.
Is that why you were having it? Like it looked like you were not open space, but you were thinking. A lot of
Well, yeah,
stuff.
because I'm thinking about like when we were kids,
Mhm.
and you know, like you were saying, like we were both competitive, but we would also pop shit. Like,
Oh,
I would just like we would both just pop me.
we were talking shit. Like don't get me wrong. I like we were phenomenal at talking shit to each other.
Yeah.
In fact, our nurse Sandra always watches Step Brothers and is like, "This is YouTube dumb farts."
Yeah,
Because that's all we did.
just pop shit. But we would also talk shit to other kids, and like I mean, I would say fucked up shit.
I don't even know if he's.
No, I once.
Yeah, kids that get mad at you if you say.
Yeah.
He said some
I did
fucked
some
up
fucked
shit.
up shit.
Maybe one day I'll write him down.
Not to like kids that couldn't like defend themselves.
That was the one
mentally.
thing. We really weren't bullies.
No,
I mean, maybe I don't know.
how would you decide for bully? Like, I wouldn't bully a kid that
Turn
like
say
weaker
some shit back.
or I didn't deem intellectually
As a,
adequate to talk shit back.
on the shit talking game, because you were
Right.
dumb as fuck, but then
Really was, bitch.
But on the
I
shit
just said
talking,
alcohol.
but on the shit talking game, A+.
Oh, A+.
Fucking genius.
It was my shit. And even like if shit got real serious, I'd be like, yo, my dad could fuck your dad up and put that bitch on pause. Like, I would say some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And because our dad is so big, like, it kind of worked out. But now I'm like really afraid that the universe is gonna give me like give me a dose of my own medicine.
Alright.
Because like just genetically speaking,
Mm-hmm.
my child, whether it's a girl or a boy,
Alright.
they're gonna be able to shit talk.
100%.
Like this is just like
And they live with you. What are you
And they
talking
live
about?
with me, like-
It's not even genetics.
They-
You're gonna rub off.
right, like they're gonna pick up all the shit
Mm-hmm.
that like I can say
Right.
and shit talk,
Right.
and that's it. The problem is, I am afraid that they're gonna start talking shit, and their friends are gonna be like, "Yo, who the fuck are you talking to?" And they're like, "What?" Like, yo, if you keep that shit up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put your fucking dad in timeout.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm putting that motherfucker in the corner, and you don't have to do shit.
Yeah, like, or like I go to school, like I go to a dance,
Yeah, and you look.
huh?
Then I just look like.
Yeah.
At least start blinking.
Like, Dad, don't
I'll start blinking.
Yeah, like, oh, Dad, like, I get a letter in the mail, and it's like, oh, yeah, there's a I don't know, a play going on, at, you know, this school, blah, 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 at 8 on Friday night.
Mhm.
So I'm like, yo, son, I'm gonna go see you when you play. No, Dad, you don't have to go. And at first he tries to be nice about it. He said, no, you don't have to go. Just let Mom go. I'm like, you don't want me to go? No, Dad, I want you to go, but you don't have to. I'm gonna take your word. I'm gonna go to your play.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, listen, I talk too much shit to this kid. He said if you go,
He's gonna fuck you
he
up.
gonna put you in timeout. Now, I gotta be honest with you, Dad.
I think.
I think he's doing
And now you gotta sit there looking like you're happy about it.
right.
And we know you're not gonna let a 7-year-old put you. Well,
Now, no, I won't. I just won't go.
you answer your question. But all right, let me answer.
So then my son's gotta go to work, or his daughter's gotta go to school on Monday, and all the kids like,
Mr. Big.
Mr. Bitch, your name ain't Ryan, it's Mr. Bitch. Mr. Bitch got put in the corner.
And then they come, and then he comes in. Well, you come in like 3 weeks later, for like a meeting or an assembly, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what is Mr. Big Jim Chantel? Why don't you put this motherfucker on the trailer?
Yeah, watch this.
Put you on manual and put you in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't cool, man. And then Taylor has to step in and fucking stab a kid.
Yeah,
And
and she will stab a child. No questions asked.
She won't think twice about it.
Nope.
Listen, I'm your brother. Taylor, and I'm not, this isn't me parents, I love Taylor too. Taylor loves me, we're family.
Of course.
If I talk enough shit about you, I'm not talking about hurt you.
No, enough.
If we're in a room together and I'm talking enough shit, she might hit me.
She
with a spoon.
she may strike you.
You know what I'm saying? She's like, shut up, boop, and just hit me. Like,
Yeah.
that's my biggest fear. Like, I'm telling you, the look that Taylor gave me, this is like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we were just arguing about dumb shit. I can't remember what it was, but she gave me that look where her eyes get really tight. And I was like, I'm gonna go in my room now.
I've done that too. It scares the shit out of me.
I mean, I was a little scared.
There's a little bit of crazy.
I was a
behind
little
those
scared, but I
eyes.
was like, you know what? I'm too disabled. I don't have enough defense mechanisms.
Nope, you just smile at her.
I have like three defense mechanisms. I can yell really loud.
Stop it! I don't want it.
I'm
No.
I'm a good yeller.
Yeah.
I know the number to my case manager in case things get real crazy.
You know 911.
I know 911. And
As long as the phone's in your hand.
right, and I can leave a room really quickly.
Right. That's it.
I'm very good at noticing when danger is on the horizon,
And getting it right first.
and I remove myself very quickly. I'm like, all right, this is very humbling to talk about. I don't like to share this with people, but this is story time. This is truth time. We're in a safe environment. I feel I can share.
Can I be honest with you?
Sure,
If it's real bad, I'm gonna make fun of you.
it's real bad, but you can be fine. It's fine. But actually, no, fuck you, because you go through this shit too, and you're about to trust me. When I say what I'm about to say, you're like, oh no.
Okay.
All right, this is probably, I'd say, on the top 5 list of the most embarrassing but also scared a disabled person can be at one moment. Let's say, I don't know, you're at a friend's house, and they have anywhere between a 3 to a 6-year-old. So they're able to walk. They're very mobile, but they're also like a little fuck up in the head because they don't.
Right.
I don't mean intellectually, not disabled. I mean like they're a little fucked up because they think everything is funny. Right? You make a fart noise with your mouth and it's funny. Now they like, especially boys, and let's say they're walking around and they're like, what do I play with? And they pick up a wiffle ball bat. Now all of a sudden I see this across the room. He could be on the other side of the room.
Now where are you?
I'm in my wheelchair. Just in my wheelchair, but wait, I gotta fart.
Oh shit!
Oh, that's a tremendous
Did you
one.
shit yourself?
I would go out like, no shit, wait. Nope, no shit, we're good.
All right.
So, oh my god, that's really, that came out hard. So, I'm like,
Yes.
I'm like, that kid's got a bat. So automatically I start thinking, what's the easiest thing in this room to hit? And it's fucking me.
It's definitely you.
He's not gonna go hit his brothers because
No.
they're gonna hit him back. And I'm
Or
like,
run, or tell mom.
run away, or tell mom, or something. So and then I started thinking, oh my god, he's gonna hit me. What if he hits me? There's really nothing you can do about it. And then
Right.
now, word's gonna get out that, little, I don't know, fucking Connor beat the shit out of Eric, who's 31 years old,
That's
with
hilarious.
a wiffle ball bat. And then it gets around school. Eric, Eric got beat with a wiffle ball bat.
Fuck school, it's a life, bro. I'm gonna hold you. If a 5-year-old beats your ass, I will hold you, bitch.
No,
I
around his
understand.
school. Around his school.
Oh, that's fucked
It's like,
up.
oh, I beat up a 31-year-old man. Now I gotta call out of work. Why is Eric out from work? He got in a horrific wiffle ball bat accident. But how does that happen? A small child almost beat him to death. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
So anytime
If I get a call from the hospital,
no, I'm being serious. I feel like you laugh.
yeah, Eric was in a horrific wiffle ball accident. Excuse me? Well, a wiffle ball bat accident. What happened? So Eric was at a party with his friends 8-year-old birthday party, and a group of 8-year-olds.
fucked him up.
Grabbed as many football bats and just beat him.
with it. And it's like, well, why'd they hit him? We don't know yet. We're still trying to get that out of him. Eric doesn't want to talk about it. It's fucked up.
That's so funny.
And everyone's like, oh, don't think that way. Fuck you. Kids are assholes.
Kids are assholes.
And I mean, yes, do I talk about it a lot? No, because nobody wants to be 31. Kind of like one of my biggest fears is being beat up by a child. But
that's hilarious.
It gets scary. It's not. So I get. I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this without getting us kicked off YouTube. All right, perfect example. I don't agree with it, but I'm just trying to paint a picture for you.
Okay.
Do you remember after 9/11 when people would see, not right, this is not right, but they would see people of Muslim faith get on planes and they would get all tense for no stupid reason, for no good reason.
Yes, I remember.
They would get all fucking weird. So like, why do you like that? Well, which is not right.
That's how you feel
that
about
feeling
children.
Is every time I see a child enter the room
With a bat.
with a toy that can cause, like, something that you hit with, whether it's a bop it, a ball, a bat, I start to get weird. Now I'm not paying attention to conversations.
You're just watching
the kids, I just watching
like someone's telling you, like, Eric, are you paying attention? Not really.
and I'm just watching that
Watch that kid walk.
because he's gonna get weird.
Little fuck.
And sooner or later, his little imagination is gonna get away from him, and he's gonna look at me and be like,
Easy target.
I'm gonna fuck this dude up, and I'm 31.
Or he's a kid that's getting made fun of, and
Right.
he feels taken advantage of.
And now he's gonna take advantage of me.
And I was like, yo, I need to feel empowered.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna fuck that dude up.
Exactly. And again,
That's hilarious. I kind of hope that happens.
yeah. Every time the horrific wiffle ball bat, he was beaten with a wiffle ball bat, and then they shot him with a Nerf gun in the balls.
I hope that happens.
But honestly, but to be fair, most kids just fucking are enamored with the wheelchair. Usually it's curiosity. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is really a fear of mine.
As well it should be, bro.
Of getting my ass beat by a child.
Yeah.
But usually, it's always like, why? It's like hilarious shit. Like, why do you like that? And I always laugh when people get mad. Like, don't laugh at the.
Yo, the questions that kids ask
Oh my
are
god.
hilarious. Why are you like that? And it's like,
I don't even know how to answer. Because
well,
they're kids, so you don't.
you know how like your muscles get stronger? Mine just didn't grow. That's weird. It's like,
That is it.
uh-huh.
I know.
Yep, I know. But like your kids don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But like this is what I'm talking about. If a kid came up to me in the mall and Taylor was with me,
Exactly.
and like a 7-year-old was like, it just runs up to me with a trophy in the air. Well, these days it may be a trophy.
7-year-olds might drink
hand,
trophy now.
and you go, you're weird. Thank you.
I would laugh.
I'd laugh.
Fucking
But
asshole.
thank you.
Yeah.
Like, what do you have?
A lot.
A lot going on. You're funny looking. Why's your head so big? Which a kid actually asked me.
Yeah, and it's a fair question.
And it's a fair question because I don't know the answer. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really sure. I'm like, bad genes, I guess. Huh?
Joey's done research and he still can't find it.
I did. I was like, yo, I got a big head. Like, there's dudes with big heads and women with big heads. You know? I got a big fucking
Plenty of people with big ass heads.
I had a big fucking head, but yeah, no, but I feel like someone, like a little kid would be like, why do you have such a big head? And then before you know it, Kayla's stomping out a 7-year-old. I'm like,
Just fucking do it.
fuck this kid, he's got a little man. Like, yo, he's curious.
Little shit, that's her favorite thing to say.
You little shit.
You little shit.
Oh, I love when she says it. It makes me laugh.
You know what it is though? I always think everything Taylor does, even I won't say disagree with, but even though I think he's funny, it's because she loves you so much.
It's all I love, bro.
It's the funniest. I won't say crazy.
Love me strong.
She fucking loves
does.
him strong. It's wild.
Yeah, I remember one day, dude, kids say fucked up shit,
They
but
really
because
do.
I'm like, so we're comfortable with who we are, so it's all funny. But I try and think if they like kids say this to people that like are super sensitive. And I don't mean super sensitive like
They
they don't
shouldn't be
have a right
upset,
to be.
right.
I'm just saying. I'm like, yeah, I understand. These are kids. They don't know, so they're very literal. But
Very little.
I remember I was rolling out of the store. Thank God Taylor didn't hear this kid. Because he says to her dad, that kid's kid. I'm a 31-year-old fucking man. Dad, that kid's head is huge. Dad, is my head gonna get like that?
Oh shit.
And I was like, oh shit, that's a...
He's roasting me and he's sick.
I'm laughing my ass off. And he's like, that's not nice. I don't say that. He's like, Dad, what happened? Another kid was like, Dad, I think his head got stung by a bee. And I was like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah, I remember that.
But he wasn't throwing
Right
shit.
now, he
was
really-
concerned for my safety.
Yeah, he was like, someone,
And I'm like, no, this is just my head. This is how it is.
Dad, stick him in my everything. Yeah, what would you do?
Yeah, how great would that be?
Kid runs up on you and stabs you in the face.
Stands in the fire, thud. I'm like, what happened? This kid's to me. Why stab me that way?
This is what happened to me at school.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Oh, that's so fucked up, bro. Oh my
Dad,
god.
why is his head so big? I don't know, kid.
But talking about that shit, though, that's why I feel like that's where inclusion is like mad important.
Fuck yeah.
Because number one, obviously he doesn't, he's a kid, so it's hilarious.
I'd rather have the dad go, I don't know.
Why
I
don't
just
you
want to
ask him?
ask him. And then have the kid come up to me
And actually,
and say, excuse me, sir, why is your head so big? Because let me tell you something. Education's key. People get too fucking sensitive and they're like, oh, you shouldn't say that.
And they want to shut it down.
You know why they're saying it? Because
They don't know.
ignorant. And when I say ignorant, I don't mean like
The way people use it.
people try and use it as a negative connotation. Ignorant just means you don't know.
The lack
So
of knowing.
I think the kids are just ignorant, so they ask stupid questions.
And I don't mean to interrupt, but not only kids.
Adults too.
They ask them dumb
Well,
fucking
they're,
questions.
and I understand people get like they're old enough they should know.
No.
Well,
Yes,
I
I know.
don't disagree with that. Older people should know, but if they don't know, how are you supposed to teach them? But it's not your responsibility to educate. It may not be, but if I want the world to change,
You have to be a
I
part of that change.
have to be willing to put up with some craziness for in the future to get it to stop.
Absolutely.
Because there's only one way. You know what people hate? They hate things they fear. And you know why people fear things? Because they don't understand things. So how do we make people understand things? We answer questions. And we don't judge them on how they ask those questions.
Also, because you'll have people who really ask dumb shit. Like I won't say a grown man, but he was like
An adult.
18, 19.
An adult.
An adult. He came up to me, he's like, so do you like sleep in a bed? And I wasn't offended at all. Like, I thought that was a great question. I was like, I laughed because I don't say
You
lucky.
look like you might sleep on a hospital bed.
I don't want to say lucky enough, but I live it. So obviously, and to me, it's like, of course I sleep in the bed, but I laugh.
Right.
But I told somebody who, who's also disabled.
Right.
We're not friends, but we're acquaintances. And he was like, yo, why the fuck do people ask?
So you're listening.
I was like, yeah, I would tell him he was an asshole. I was like, why? I was like, number one, I don't want to say you can tell, but you kind of can feel when someone's
Of course you can.
genuinely
He didn't
curious.
laugh at you.
And let me ask you a question. Would you rather somebody just come up to you and not be afraid to ask you whatever they want?
Yep.
Or fucking make assumptions and talk like you're not in the room? Like, there's plenty there'll be times when people will come in the room, talk about you if you're disabled to the person you're with while you're right there.
Yeah.
And like you're not saying
Like, dude, it happens a lot at restaurants. Like,
All the time.
like a waiter it will be me and my fiance, and the waiter will look at my fiance and go, "So what are you having?" So she makes her order. And what does he want? I'm like,
I'm right
"Bitch,
here.
I'm right here. Like, what the fuck?
I want a new waiter. You fucking asshole. But again,
Like now, I don't get nasty. I'm like,
obviously I'm joking, but it's
like Taylor,
we'll
like,
say that.
I don't know.
Well, they
She
can't,
won't. I
right?
actually,
Alright.
I don't totally disagree. I mean, I would do it a little differently,
Mhm.
but I don't totally disagree. She just doesn't answer. She stops responding.
I see
She
that.
shuts down.
Mhm.
She's like, and then she'll look at me, and the waiter will be like, "So what's he having?" And she just won't respond. And then I'll be like, I'm gonna have, and then we kind of just move through
Right.
through
Can
the
I
process.
can I interject for a second?
Of course.
I actually agree with her doing that, and me and Kate don't see eye to eye on a lot and stuff like that. But that's a great way to do it because
So just now, so
number one, she said, so now it's on you,
Yes.
which in my opinion it should be if you have the capability of doing that.
Right.
And now it's on you, and you get to handle it the way that you want to.
Yeah.
Because you'll have, and again, I don't blame anyone for it because I would say again, majority of people do things because they think they're doing it for the better.
Right.
So you'll have people who will like take offense for the person who is getting done towards.
Right.
And react in a certain way. Like I have, and I won't use names because it's irrelevant, but I'll have certain healthcare providers who will, the same thing will happen where me and you are wronged in some way. And when I say wronged, I don't mean like beat up or something, but
Right.
Something that shouldn't happen.
Inconvenience in a way that is beyond an inconvenience.
Right, exactly. And you'll have one who will let you and I either not do anything about it, which isn't right, but it's my decision to not do anything about
Correct.
it, or do something about it. Then you'll have the one which I agree with the reason she's doing it, but not the reason, not what she does, where she'll fucking go off and be like, how did you do this and that, I want to, this and that, I want a dinner on the house. I'm like, you're not going to get anybody to change by demanding that they change.
Yes.
You have to educate and hope for the best.
Yep.
You're not going to change everybody.
No.
But you
And
can't.
if you don't, and if they can't change, and at least change enough where they treat you with respect,
Exactly.
you remove them from your life.
Yep, 100%.
Don't be nasty. Don't be cordial.
Of course.
But don't.
there's no reason to be
There's no
around them.
reason to be around them. But there's no reason to yell, to freak out.
Because I'll tell you this, and I know we're getting close. We should. People can only deal with us for an hour, which I totally understand.
I agree.
I
I
actually
kind of want to get away from you.
Yeah, I can't wait to eat. And it's Friday. It's time to go. I'm gonna go smoke a little weed, chill by myself. You're gonna go do Keela and Tori stuff.
Yep.
Probably go to dinner or something. I don't know.
No, I'm making burgers for dinner.
Oh shit.
Homemade.
That means I'm eating too.
Yep.
But I'm like their kid. They just feed me. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you see there. Is there a kid in it? Yeah. More like our pet, but
I'm gonna tell you a great story and then we'll start signing off. But the other day, so Kayla and Tori are like, hey, do you want to go for a walk to or a roll to 7-Eleven because it's right next door. So my nurse doesn't really mind. She's like, you know what? I have my phone on me. I'll stay near the door. Just she gives us a little bit of room to be ourselves while being right there.
Right.
So we're rolling and Tori and Kayla, we were in the gray barn playing pool. Like, did you have lunch? And I was like, can I ask you a question? And they're like, yeah. I was like, have you been home for the last 3 hours? And I was like, what the fuck do you think? You guys have to come home and feed me. I'm getting used to them making fucking homemade buffalo pizzas, which is tomorrow, by the way.
Yeah.
Salmon, they make fucking great salmon. It's phenomenal. But I don't know why I said that. I'm just hungry and now I want burgers.
Yep.
But so yeah, with the whole kid shit and all that, I think it's safe to say we learned in this episode and pretty much trying to tell people inclusion is important for the most part.
For the most part. Inclusion is important. Educate people. And let's try not to be so sensitive.
Yeah, don't be so
Don't be so
don't yell at
sensitive.
people.
Don't yell.
But yeah, man, I had a great fucking time with this podcast, bro.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm gonna go finish this coffee. I had to get mean fucking pissed.
Yeah, me too, bro.
And I gotta go. And I think I'm gonna shit. That fart was that fart's not gonna be a fart now.
No, it sounds like there might be something behind it.
Alright, everybody, we gotta go. My Imodium's wearing off.
Yeah,
Corey's got fiance duties.
I do.
We're out of here. Thanks for everything. Oh, real quick, showing our brother has the website live.
Yeah, bro, the website. We're gonna post it on our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
All the other shit.
But just on here, go to www.cripplestreets.com.
That's CRIPPLE streets.com.
And you can check. We have an option for merchandise. We just don't have
Not
any
yet.
but we are working on it. You can get to our Instagram. You can get to our YouTube,
our Libsyn,
our Twitter, our Libsyn. Also, if you like the video, please subscribe. Please start sharing. If you want to donate anything, I mean this seriously.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to donate to the podcast,
We can get mics.
we can get mics, start getting more cameras. If you don't, no big deal. We enjoy doing it anyway.
And that's where we get merchandise, so you can actually have
Exactly.
some shirts. That money, trust me, is really going to the podcast.
All that money's going to the podcast.
Because
So.
we're, I mean, honestly, man, I think, I know we're supposed to get the hell out of here, but we've been getting a lot of feedback, like really good feedback.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it going. All right, everybody.
If there's any content you guys want to, you know,
Subject you want
ask,
to talk about, our email's on the website.
yep.
Just fucking hit us up.
Any questions, you know, we're here to help.
You have an idea if you are disabled, even if you're not disabled.
No, yeah.
If you think you have something you want to add to the podcast or possibly be on, obviously we'll, you know, email us. We'll talk to you about it. Maybe you get on too.
Yeah, man. And again, comments, shares,
Emails, all that shit.
all that.
Get the
helps us
Cripple
out.
Street word out.
All right, brother. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, man. This fucking.
Fucking life's blind as fuck.
All right.
Damn. Fucked up.
I gotta tell you shit. Peace out, everybody.
Peace.
You're listening to Cripple Streets.
Sit your ass back and enjoy the show.
You are now listening to Cripple Streets.
If you ain't about them cripple streets, then you got to
You are
go.
now listening to Cripple Streets.
This is my whole life. This is all I
You are
know.
now listening to